Welcome to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. And with me now, a live special with Jamie Cox. How you doing, Jamie?
Good, thank you. Good, Joel. Good. All well.
Yeah, you're looking really well, mate.
Yeah, still, I'm not long finished training. Just did 26 rounds there, so I've been still training and stuff, still keeping myself active. But yeah, it's good for the mind.
Yeah, especially, well, at the moment, we need to keep ourselves occupied with doing stuff, don't we? It's
For sure.
bit of a bizarre one at the moment, isn't it? But yeah, we'll hit the intro and then we'll go straight into the interview.
No worries, mate. No worries.
Thank you.
Are you ready?
So as I say, welcome to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. We're with Jamie Cox. We're going to go through his career from start to finish, and we've got some special messages as well, but also people tuning in to send their comments as well. So brace yourself, Jamie. It's live. You never know what's going to happen, mate.
Mate, it's all good for me.
My wife's jumped straight in and put, "Oh, hello." She can stay in the other room. It's nice to feel appreciated, though, mate.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, at least you get it. Well, there you go. Jamie, where did it start for you, mate? Boxing. When did boxing sort of come into your life?
Well, my father was always into football and golf, and he always had this. Growing up, there was always music and sport on in my house. And I was young, and my dad tried to take me to play football, and from a young age, and I knew I wasn't really that good at that, and I wasn't really too keen, to be honest. And then I went golf. I liked the golf, but I was no good. So one day I was my dad and my uncle watching Frank Bruno fight Mike Tyson, and obviously Frank Bruno gave a good go of himself, but Mike Tyson dismantled him, and from that moment, obviously I was too young to even know, but everyone loved this Frank Bruno, you know what I mean? So when I got some some attachment to it, and I was like, I want to go to the gym. And as a kid, I was quite proactive. I couldn't fight, but I was always having fights, and I was always having the scraps in the street. And then one day, you know what I mean, my dad was all keen, and then my mum, I was only young when I wanted to start, so she was a bit. And then in the end, you know what I mean, she just gave in, and then that was it. She took me to a family relative, and I started at a boxing gym called Walcott ABC, and there was, and I just started there, and then as a schoolboy, I was always like just getting to the final. There was some good kids. I was always like around the final level, but I wasn't doing it. And I started work from real young. I was working at like 14, 13. When my daddy had a business doing like construction. So I started doing work there, not so much at school. And I started getting strong. And then from my youth, I started knocking everyone out easy. You know what I mean? It was like touching them and they were going. And like in some championships, I won every round by knockout, which is unusual in the amateurs. So I started developing some power there. And I got noticed by England, and then it sort of took off from there.
Blimey. And then obviously you hit your pro career, 27 fights, 25 wins, and 14 knockouts. So you kept the power there, mate.
Yeah. I think I didn't show it even that much. I didn't show. I think I in my fights I didn't perform that great, to be honest. I think I trained really hard. I sparred very hard, and I think I did it more in the training than in the fights. Yeah, I think maybe, I don't know why, but it was good. I had a good go.
Well, and this is the thing, you sound like you give yourself a bit of a hard time, mate. But you've got a lot of people that think a lot of you and have come out with nice things, and they said your career, sometimes there were things where you sort of dropped in and out.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, because inactivity's an absolute arse, isn't it? To be honest,
Yeah.
it's difficult. And at the same time, if you feel like you're underachieving in yourself, you start to do it, don't you?
Yeah. I think I think where I was that obsessed in the bog, you know, to perform and do everything, sometimes you just overcook it in your head. You know what I mean? And yeah, maybe who knows? Who knows? The big man upstairs knows only. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah. Well, this is it, mate. This is it. But you think, you know, you only lost 2 fights, and they were against 2 tough opponents. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
You had George Groves, who, you know, went on to do well in the World Boxing Super Series, and John Ryder as well, who's picked up his career again, isn't he? You know, so,
for sure. Yeah, for sure. So two good. You know, they're all good, but George and John, top boys.
Did you get on with them?
Well, I used to be an England team with George, see, and John. You know, I never really spoke to John since after the fight, but John's always been a very respectful guy, and you know what I mean. It's boxing at the end of the day. Just you know, you either win or you lose. That's it. You know what I mean. And fair play to John. He's doing well in his career.
Yeah, and a lot of people say, don't they? It's business. It's nothing personal.
Yeah, it's nothing personal.
If whoever gets in front of me, you're in my way. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
But we had some, you know, Richie Rich Box. He's put top man, Jamie.
Much appreciated. Thank you very much.
But Jamie, I'm going to confess now. I've done a bit of digging with a couple of. It's all good, mate. It's all good. Don't worry. I've gone through my phone book, and there's a couple of people in there you might know.
Okay.
All right. Don't look nervous. Honestly, mate. Peter Fury. He's turned around and said, "Good lad, real good lad." Barry McGuigan had a message from today. He put a very capable fighter. He could have been a very good light middleweight, but he was just a decent boxing and fighter. Really good guy. Isham Pickering, a cracking boxer. You know, this is what people have sent me, mate. Honestly, I don't bullshit.
Mate, that means a lot, you know, to hear some nice messages from people that established in the game. You know, for me, I love that. That was my only. I love boxing. You know, I love the game. I love, you know, nothing better than man oh man, is it? You know what I mean? For me, nothing beats it than having a scrap. So, you know, at the end of the day, you know, it's a good sport. You know, you know, just proving to yourself. You know, it's about, you know, I love boxing. I always love boxing. I always will. I watch the big fights now. There's some big fights coming up. You know, obviously Tyson and Joshua. Hopefully that comes off. You know, I think it'd be great for the UK or whatever and Ireland. So
How do you see that one going, Jamie? How do you see that one going?
I'm obviously the main man's in the back here. You know what I mean? So Tyson, I'm a big fan of Tyson. I was in the squad with Tyson, and you know. You know, a lot of sport when it's at the finest level comes down to mentality, and I think Tyson's just got that. You know, how can you doubt the man? You know, you can't doubt him what he says he does, and someone like that, they just got that ability. You know what I mean? And if you can't, you know, they're a bit special, and I think he has that.
And let's be honest, he's an awkward bastard, isn't
he? Yeah, especially so tall. You know, I'm very surprised because I know what it's like. I've done 12 rounds. You know. Lots of in the fights and sparring, and you know, I'm a fit guy. I train hard, and it's very taxing on your body. Whereas Tyson, you know, especially for a bigger guy, he's still bouncing. He even gives you a song at the end of the fight. You know, he's still got that much. You know, so yeah, it's surprising. You know, he's a very, very fit man.
Maybe that's what you were missing, Jamie. Like going for a solo at the end of it.
Mate, I know. I should have done a bit of Barry White, shouldn't
I? I can see it now, mate. I can see it now. But let's go back to you before we hit some more messages. You know, you got the Commonwealth back in 2011. You got the WBO European belt back in 2015. You got the WBA Continental in 2017. You know, you turn around and say you've underachieved, but some people don't even win nothing.
Yeah, you know, I don't mean I underachieved. You know, when you have a goal, you got to get like you've got to try and get it, or you got to get it, and there's only one way. You know, and like I come close, but you know, and but I went for it, so that's the main thing.
What was the best fight for you, Jamie? When you look back at all your fights, what's one that sort of stands out for you? Is there a particular fight where you think?
You know, you most probably got to say fighting for the world title against George Groves. You know, but it's a losing one, but the opportunity. So, yeah. Most probably that. Yeah.
Well, and to be fair, that's a different way of looking at it, because you think a lot of people don't even get the shot, do they?
And, that's it. So,
what did you make of the tournament? Good tournament.
Yeah, you know, nowadays I think Riley said, you know, like there's 4 world titles: the IBF, WBO, WBA, WBC. You know, to win all them, you know, you're the main man. And I think it's sort of because there's a lot of politics and stuff involved in it now, and organisations. I think it's a great way to, you know, just muddle through all the people and see who's the best. Like, so yeah, I think it's a good way to see who's the number one.
Yeah, my wife jumped in. She said, "You've got some lovely and kind messages from people. So obviously, you know, that speaks volume of you as a person, mate." And
nice one. Thank you.
Ender, all the way from Ireland. He's just put, "Hey guys, he's a top lad, Ender. He comes on here a lot." And, I'll jump back in. We got Dan Naylor. He's put, "I proper rate Jamie Cox. He can still get somewhere." Mate, he's teasing you. He wants you back in there.
I've been training and stuff, but who knows?
He's put a powerful southpaw.
Yeah. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
Jumbo has come back to us. The famous cut man.
Yeah.
He's put tough man, very talented man. Just wish he could have been a bit more active.
Yeah. Maybe that, you know.
Yeah, we all have that. You know, we all go through stuff, don't we? And people have no full stories, are they?
Yeah.
Macaulay McGowan. Do you know Macaulay?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, good fight, very good fighter.
He's thought he was great, always entertaining to watch, very aggressive, probably too aggressive, which is what I thought was fun, and I liked him.
Yeah, maybe, yeah, that's what we would, you know.
Denzel Bentley.
Oh, yeah.
He's put good fighter. Just good fighter, mate. He's, you know, James Hare, held in high regard. Some say he might have underachieved, but that's the respect that people had for him, because they just wanted you to do well, mate.
Means a lot.
Of Mitu, a good fighter. And then last but not least, Wayne Alexander sent me a private message. A legend on our shores, mate. A legend on our shores.
Oh, Wayne Alexander, mate. Dangerous puncher, mate. Dangerous puncher.
Yeah. He's was a good fighter, a really nice guy, and please say hi from me.
Wayne, mate. Top man, Wayne is.
You can't beat that, mate.
He's a top bloke.
And he's put, they put southpaws are just the best. Yeah, I think. Did you always find that being a southpaw, you almost had a bit of an advantage over someone, because it's an awkward bloody style, isn't it?
Yeah, I found fighting southpaws maybe a little bit more trickier than fighting the orthodoxes, maybe because I'm not competing against them as much. You know what I mean? So, but I don't know. I can't say it on the reverse for the orthodox how they feel against the southpaw. But for me, the orthodox is much easier.
Yeah, because you always hear it, don't you? When a fight comes up on the telly and they go, "Oh, the other guy's a southpaw." And it's almost like automatically, oh no.
Yeah, the left-handers. Yeah, I know. Maybe I never noticed it. You just get yourself orthodox. You just get in there and do what you have to do. But
yeah.
just I don't know. I never really looked too much into that.
My wife, she keeps diving in, mate. I think you've done something. You certainly are loved, Jamie.
Oh man, that's a lovely message. Thank you. And I gave my best. I gave my best in the game. I dedicated. I owe it to John Costello. He gave me the best work we could together. And John has a tremendous knowledge of boxing and game smart. So yeah, to John Costello and my best pal Ricky Mazzar, I owe it to them. And Eddie Earn, Eddie Earn is I didn't meet him till later on, but he's a great businessman. He's he's very fair in business. So to Eddie, Ricky, and John, they're the people, and my amateur trainer, Harry Scott, and Islan Utueva, Chechen USSR champion. So I was trained by I had two good coaches there. So I owe it to them.
Jamie, you're a very humble guy.
You got to remember the people, you got to remember your people, and I'm never too far away from them through my career, no matter what. So it's now hopefully now I'm looking to get involved maybe into coaching. I've got a few avenues outside of the UK, so we do. Hopefully we'll see what comes back, and because I wouldn't like to stay into boxing and get past on my knowledge. Hopefully it could help some other young up and coming fighters in the amateurs or the pros.
Yeah, well, that's what we're seeing a lot more of now, aren't we? It's you're seeing these ex-fighters like we were talking about. You've got Carl Greaves, who's going on, who's doing a great job.
Yeah,
you've got a lot of those guys now taking over, aren't you? Sort of coming back into the game, and look what they're doing. Some great people.
Yeah, I think Cole just had a win the other day with that Russian fighter. That I can't remember his last name, but he's a good fighter. So it's hopefully their knowledge and their experiences can pass on to the next wave coming through. Will be it just gives them an upper hand.
Well, before I let you go, because I can see the telly going, and it's
mate, it's only fucking location or some other shit.
You thinking of moving?
no, just, fuck me, ain't to do with me.
What fights are sort of coming up that you're interested in? Obviously you were talking about the Joshua Fury fight.
Yeah.
What else is sort of there that you're interested in?
Yeah, I'm interested in that fight, and I'm interested also in Billy Joe versus Canelo, because I sparred Canelo for 4 weeks over in San Diego, and I know how good he is, but I also know the sort of things I think that could be a detriment against him. And Billy Joe carries them tools, the feet, the boxing, the slick boxing, and if Billy Joe can get it right, he could cause a lot of trouble to Canelo. So I'm looking forward to that. So if Billy Joe could do a career best performance, who knows what can happen?
Yeah. Is it too cheeky to ask for a prediction? If I gave you a fiver, Jamie, where would you put it?
I'm not really a betting man.
Be careful with your answer.
I'm not a betting man because I'll be supporting Billy Joe Saunders, but it's just
it's a tough task.
I know what he can do, Billy, and I know what Canelo has done, proven, tested. So we need to be our best Billy Joe Saunders. But to say Billy Joe Saunders can do it, yeah, for sure.
No, that's good. It's nice because obviously you've done the sparring, you've been quite close to him, so you know him quite well. So
yeah,
it's good to hear it from that side as well. But another one I'll chuck at you quickly: Natasha Jonas and Katie Taylor. Big
Oh
fight.
yeah, man. But both good. But I'll go Katie Taylor, mate. Phenomenal, mate. You know, she's in that zone all the time, man. I don't think you even see her flipping laugh, do you? Or crack a joke. She's just monotone, fully focused on
Yeah.
the job. You know what I mean? So, yeah, she's outstanding fire. Talking about that, you know, I'm not really into women's boxing, to be honest with you, but um, I seen that fight the other day, Chantal Cameron and that Ebony Bridges. Fuck putting the gloves
Oh,
on again and
you
fighting
mean
them.
Shannon Courtney?
Shannon
Shannon
Courtney,
Courtney.
sorry, yeah, Shannon Courtney, yeah. Fuck putting the gloves on and fighting them. They beat the shit out of me. Yeah, that was a war, wasn't it? That was a hell of a fight. I don't know if you've seen it, but it was. If you ain't, get it on.
Yeah, no, I definitely saw it, and it was a brawl from start to finish, especially when you looked at Ebony's eye.
Yeah. I don't. Look, I'd never seen Ebony fight before, and I thought, man, she ain't gonna live up. Mate, she lived up to more than what I expected. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and fuck knows how she fights with them fake tits. I don't know how she throws shots. To be honest with you.
That's a chance of knocking her out, mate.
Yeah. You wouldn't mind having a clinch with her, would you?
Oh, mate, my wife's in the
I'm
other
only
room.
joking. I'm only joking.
You know what, mate? I've got more than a handful already. But yeah, she's jumped in and she's put she's nuts, my other half. She's got a love location. Me and Joe watched it for about 4 hours of Homes Under the Hammer while we were on holiday.
Oh, mate, Jesus.
We know
That
how
don't
to
sound
live, mate.
that don't sound like a holiday to me if you're watching that.
Whose choice is it to watch that then?
No, I just flicked it on. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know. It must have been the last thing
Oh,
on
see,
TV.
you can't cover up now, mate. You can't
No,
cover it
no,
up.
I don't want. I ain't watching that. I wouldn't have a clue. Yeah, Joe.
Honestly, mate, I really appreciate your time, and you're a top guy, Jamie, and the proof's there, mate. A lot of people have sent messages in saying how much of a nice guy you are. You gave it to the sport. You've left your imprint in the sport, and yeah, just someone else has jumped in. Good stuff, Joe. You know, getting Jamie on.
Yeah. It means a lot, you know. It means a lot because only compared to some of the other great fighters out in the sport, I was way down the list. But it's good to be acknowledged that that I was they thought I had a little bit of talent. But go on then. Who you picking if you're AJ or Fury?
Oh, hang on. This is my show.
Let's reverse it. Who are you going for?
Oh, here we go. I've said it's a bit of a debate in our house because my boy he's dead on Joshua winning it.
Yeah,
100%. And it's all going to come down to the approach. If they go for a stand toe to toe, that's Joshua's best chance.
Yeah.
But Fury, he's just such a handful, and his boxing, his movement, his footwork, and the speed he's got for the size he is unreal. See, my wife's put AJ. Enders, you've started it now. Enders put Fury KO.
Yeah, I'll go Fury because I just think how he handled like or even more so he took the fight when no one took the fight with Wilder.
Yeah.
No one wanted it.
Second fight, Jamie.
You can't dress it up. Everyone would. Now they don't really say too much about Wilder, but everyone was shitting themselves with him. And Fury at the end of the day went in there, did the Undertaker, then come back the second fight and done him.
Battered him. Absolutely battered him.
I think people forget the emotion about who that guy was before Fury done him, and what the presence he set. You know what I mean? And no one else for him, and Fury did that, and what he did with Klitschko. You know, I think Fury's a tough task for anyone. I think he's, you know, as long as his mind's right and he, you know, he don't overtrain because he looks like he trains non-stop.
Yeah.
I got a boxing skill. I just can't think you can beat him.
No. Well, I suppose you want my answer now, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. It's going to be the same. I think you're leaning the same way.
Yeah, no, I am with you. And I think because it's a 2-fight deal, and I think if it goes abroad as well, I think that works in Fury's favour because he'll go anywhere. He'll literally go anywhere, that guy. And, you know, to beat Klitschko in his backyard, to go and smash Wilder in that second fight, when he turned around and he said, I'm going to come out and I'm going to beat him, everyone kind of went, no, you're not.
I didn't even think he'd do it. I didn't even.
You're going to win on points. Everyone thought you're just going to outbox him.
Yeah.
And then he battered him. He absolutely battered him. But then when AJ had his fight against Pulev, I thought he brought something a bit different to the table. He looked more composed. He looked better. He didn't have to look like a bodybuilder. He looked good. But I just think Fury in the first fight, I think definitely. I think if it was over here, I think it swings more Joshua.
Yeah, it could do, because, you know, Wembley or whatever, Joshua on the big, you know, he's got Joshua, he's a bit more of the face of the boxing in the UK, I think, but in the world, I think Fury but
someone's put here, Ender has put Jamie knows.
Yeah,
thanks. Yeah.
But you know, at the end of the day, you know, Joshua's got that power, and it's always going to be dangerous. But your skills pay the bills, and you know, we've seen Joshua get tired as well through fights, and whereas Fury just on his toes, non-stop. You know what I mean? So I just see the box when it comes down to boxing. I think Fury's just a level above, like.
Mate, you bought a painting, so you can't really go back on it now, anyway.
No. I wouldn't go against it anyway. But even with a Wilder fight, you know, I thought he'd beat him the second time points, but I didn't think he'd go and do that, mate. You know,
No.
You know, he's got that self-belief, different level self-belief. You know.
Yeah. Well, we got Nicola Hopewell. She's an upcoming fighter, really good, unbeaten at the moment, and she's put AJ, and then straight afterwards she's put Fury. So, mate, it's one of those. It's literally, I think, one of those fights where you could change your mind every week.
Yeah. The good thing is, it's massive for UK. You know what I mean? It's massive for UK and Ireland.
Yeah. Boxing. It's. Do you think it's the biggest fight? You know. Potentially,
have we ever had a unified world heavyweight champion? I don't know. I don't think we have we?
Well, not with a chance of having one or the other. Do you know what I mean? Two, number one and number two being British.
Yeah. So it must be the biggest fight in UK boxing ever. Must be. Yeah. Must be. I don't even know. Was it meant to be signed today? I don't know.
Oh, mate, it's. If anyone's going to get it over the line, it's Eddie. And you were saying, he's the top dog, isn't he? He's the top
dog for sure.
And it'll probably end up on a yacht somewhere.
I've heard.
You know, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, could be anything like that.
Yeah. It'd be a shame if it weren't in Wembley. It'd be a shame if it wasn't.
It's going abroad for the first one, I reckon.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
I reckon, because just for fans, we can't. If we could pack out Wembley, it's a no-brainer, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. But, because of the COVID and all that, is it? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, the whole COVID thing. And I think if you go abroad to Saudi or somewhere like that, I think they'll probably get what people are going to be willing to pay and the money they've got. That'll do over our 90,000 over here anyway. So just bring up the whole wild, stick it on the.
Yeah, for sure.
But Trevor Lake has put Lennox Lewis held 3 belts when WBO was irrelevant.
Okay, so we have had it then.
So well, I think we're going to cause controversy, mate, if we're not careful.
Oh, Lennox was some champion, wasn't he? Unbelievable.
yeah.
You know, one of the best heavyweights ever. I think one of the best. You know, unbelievable.
Yeah, no, this is the thing. You know, if you had him now, it certainly would change the tide, wouldn't it? With people,
Yeah,
so,
yeah, yeah. If Lennox was around now, that'd be unbelievable,
yeah.
wouldn't it?
But yeah, so he was deemed unified.
Okay, yeah, yeah,
And,
yeah.
mate,
Yeah, that sums it up. So we've had Lennox first. So yeah, Lennox was the first one then.
yeah, you need to get a picture of Lennox now.
Yeah, I'll have to get one there on the wall as well, Lennox. No doubt about it.
But Jamie, honestly, absolute pleasure having you on, mate. And whether we see you in the ring again, we don't know, do we?
Never know. But I doubt it. But
If Eddie turned around and went, I've got a good fight for you, here's the money.
who knows?
I love it. You're not going to tell me, are you?
Who knows, Joe, eh? You never
Well,
know.
I hope it all works with your, you know, you were saying you're going for your coach, your coaching. And yeah, I hope it really works out for you, mate, because you're a top bloke and you deserve to stay in the sport and share that knowledge you've got. So,
Oh, thanks, Joe. Thanks very much, mate. Thanks for having me on as well.
no, I really appreciate your time. And yeah, as I say, everyone has appreciated you being on. So,
Messages. There were some lovely messages to hear, and it means a lot. Yeah, hell of a lot. So, some great fighters there that I used to look up to there. You know, I used to watch Ishan Pickering, Wayne Alexander. I used to watch these fighters, you know, and obviously to hear from Peter Fury and that. So, yeah, unbelievable. Thank you.
no, I'll send you regards on, mate, and keep in touch, mate, Jamie.
I will do. Thanks very much, Joe.
No problem. You take care, mate.
Take care, mate.
Thank
Bye
you.
now.
Bye. Jamie Cox. Oh, brilliant. Really lovely to have him on. Really nice guy. Just the messages are still coming in. Just a really, really lovely guy. It says it all there, you know, with messages that people have sent in. They were sending me WhatsApps, texts, you know, tweets and all sorts. So hats off to Jamie, real top guy. Wish him all the best for the future. If he goes into coaching, brilliant. If we get to see him in a ring again, brilliant as well. You know, it's one of those things. And yeah, just hope it all works out for him, whatever he chooses to do. We've still got messages coming in. Rachel seems to have taken a massive shine. That's my wife. Good luck with your future, Jamie. Yeah, top bloke. Trevor Lake, Lennox would reign supreme. Trevor's still going. Yeah, good luck, Jamie, and looking well. He looks really well. He looks really well. I'm chuffed for him. Best wishes, Jamie. Good luck with your coaching badges, and it just goes on. Someone's jumped in. Obviously, Jamie didn't answer it, but we can answer it now. Thoughts on Liam Williams this weekend? That's a tough fight, man. Tough one to call. Williams obviously against Andrade this Saturday, which I think is on the zone at a decent time. So I'd have to go Demetrius Andrade, I think, by late stoppage. But hey, we've done a quick predict on that on YouTube. Me and Ender, go over, check out the prediction, and we'll go from there. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, people. It's been really nice. Lovely response to Jamie. And you've been watching JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Richie's Boxing and Limitless Creations. And if you like what you've seen, go over to YouTube, hit the subscribe button, check out the rest of the content, and we'll see you, I believe, we'll see you soon. Live watch along this weekend. So we'll see you soon. Thanks, people. Take care.
Are you ready?